And I believe this committee is caught in bureaucracy with the town. And I don't think, for what's going on, we should wait any longer as a Board of Ed to see what the town's going to do. I think that we should move to form our own youth mental health committee and confer with the experts in our district who are working daily with our kids. And we need to start making these schools, not just the roofs, the schools, a priority. And I don't want to keep pushing this off and off and off. There's safety issues, and I want that addressed. Okay, I have a couple things I want to mention tonight. Unfortunately, Chloe had to leave, but she's going to be going off to the middle school next year, and she seems to be very involved in her community, and I can't wait to see what she does in JFK because there's so many additional clubs, and I think she's going to find her niche when she gets into JFK and Enfield High, and all the different clubs she can join, the Kindness Club, the Rachel's Challenge Club. That definitely seems like it's very fitting for her, and I know she'll be seeking out those opportunities. So I can't wait to see what path Chloe goes on, and I think we can all learn a little bit from her. The other thing I wanted to mention is, Ms. Orell, yes, I did get your email, and I'm sorry I didn't respond, but I was very taken back by the fact that your past was being used in a forum like that, and you were very brave tonight to come up and share that. So I congratulate you on your 10 years of sobriety, and at the end of the day, we are all parents, and we always try to remind ourselves that we are all trying to do what's best for the kids, and you're a mom, and you're a sister. So I appreciate you sharing that tonight, and I don't expect that to happen when people come up and talk at the microphone, because that's what people are afraid of, is exactly what happened there, and it has happened in the past to other people. So people should be able to come here and share how they feel, and whether it's a difference of opinion or not, they shouldn't have to be worried that they're going to get private messages about something in their past. So I think that goes for everybody, but thank you again for sharing that with us. A couple things. I'm looking forward to Kindness Day. I really wish we had a Kindness Day every month. Once a month we should have a Kindness Day, and I'm looking forward to doing something on that day. The other couple things that I wanted to speak of is with Mr. Ungeier's presentation tonight, we have the right as a board to form a subcommittee. But being new to the board, I have to understand what it's going to entail, if it's going to entail staff or parents, if there's a resolution. So there's definitely things that we have to look at and have conversations as far as the board goes on how this would be. So there's a process. So it's not just like, okay, we're going to do this. We have to follow a process, which brings me to the other committee. Missy Cree and Dr. Kalnin have repeatedly, and I know you have gone and asked about this youth mental health committee. And every time we mention it, we get emails from staff, guidance counselors, special ed teachers saying, I want an opportunity to be on this committee. And I believe this committee is caught in bureaucracy with the town. And I don't think, for what's going on, we should wait any longer as a Board of Ed to see what the town's going to do. I think that we should move to form our own youth mental health committee and confer with the experts in our district who are working daily with our kids. It cannot wait any longer. Dr. Jerry also did some research, and he found that the committee has to stay a youth committee, and that the town allots $40,000 only if it stays a youth mental health committee. So I want to make sure if we form that committee, that money will still come to us. And I'd also like to know what's been happening with the money, because this committee hasn't been working or meeting in quite some time, and we can't get an answer. So that's from me to you. We'll be looking to look into these committees, and I think it's the perfect time to go ahead and do so, because we're going to have to look at what the logistics are and forming committees and having staff on it, and if we're going to have community members. But I don't want to wait any longer for the town to get this together. I definitely think it's something that we need to move forward as a board. Dr. Kalnin and Mr. Cree are, I don't want to say relentless, but they're persistent in having this done. And I think that's very good as board members, because they're very concerned, and they don't want to wait. And the longer we wait, I just don't want to do it. So I'm hoping that's something that we can do, is branch off on our own and then still have those funds to come in and perhaps get more of our staff involved. So the other thing I want to mention is every year, the facilities, we seem to not be a priority. We had the Enfield High kids start lacrosse and track, and it's a whole day at Enfield High on Saturday, and we're missing porta potties. Our bathrooms aren't unlocked, and that really needs to start to be taking a priority. The facilities, especially like, there is major concerns from the bus drivers and parents about the back of what Enfield Street School looks like. It's becoming safety issues. So we need to, on the Joint Facilities Committee with the town, we need to start making these schools, not just the roofs, the schools, a priority. And I don't want to keep pushing this off and off and off. There's safety issues, and I want that addressed. I was also going to speak of the art festival, but I'm going to add something that these folks didn't. The theme is upside down. I don't know what that means, but it sounds exciting. If any of you, I know your kids are young, or maybe your kids don't go to school because you're homeschooling, go to this art festival and bring your kids. It's amazing. And what you see from the younger kids, and then you see the kids that are in high school that have their portfolios ready, and perhaps they're going off to college. The artwork is beautiful. They are very talented. They love to speak of their art. I recommend everybody go to that art festival. You don't have to be a parent, just go. Trust me, you will love what you see, and it gives you an appreciation for the talent that we have in our district beyond, academics or athletics. The arts are so important to us. And one last thing I just want to piggyback is the Enfield Cultural Arts Commission. That's another liaison position we'd like to add to our Board of Ed. Councilman Santinella and Mr. Hamry noted that we don't have a Board of Ed liaison on that committee, so perhaps we can get together with them and decide how we get a Board of Ed liaison, speaking of the arts.
I believe you have the right to just appoint that.
Okay, but I think we have to work with the ECAC.
They're waiting for the actions to come from our side, so
okay,
however
we'll
we figure
moving.
it out, that'd be great. I appreciate
we'll get that moving.
Thank you.
So I guess that's all I have tonight. I appreciate people coming out and sharing their personal experiences and their feelings on the task force. And everything takes patience and a process. So that's what we have to do to have things done correctly. We have a lot to discuss as a board. So that's all I have for tonight. So thank you.